What's happening, folks? Let's have a conversation about Xbox, right? Talk a lot of shit on PlayStation. Let's talk some shit on Xbox, right? Xbox. I want to ask you a question that I think nobody will ask you. Why do you have backwards compatibility? What's the point of that? And I know what you're saying, I know what you're thinking, I know what you're going to either put into the comment section or think about putting in the comment section. So before you do, but backwards compatibility is a good thing. It has helped the Xbox grow a little bit. There's the problem. A little bit. Xbox, when's the last time you heard Nintendo, when they had CD-based video games, go, no, you can't play that game on our next system? They've never done that. When did they? When the GameCube ended and the Wii came out, every GameCube game was backwards compatible with the Wii. When the Wii U came out, the Wii was backwards compatible to the Wii U. Every game, not just a handful and chosen by Nintendo. Because they knew by doing this, their library would become more diverse, it would become more deep, it would become more interesting. Because people would go buy the new console and they would keep their old games so they could play them. And people do that with every generation. But Xbox, you're the worst one of them all, because while PS4 doesn't offer backwards compatibility this generation, you do, but yet you're very anti-consumer, you're very anti-gamer by saying you can't play that one, you can only play this one over here, but you can't play that one neither. You're picking what people can play. And that's wrong. Now for the online shit, okay. But when it comes to the overall games, that is a bullshit policy. That is a very anti-consumer. That is holding you back from your own console. You are your own worst enemy. Could you imagine if the 360 library was backwards compatible with no strings attached on the Xbox One? Could you imagine if the 360 library was able to be played on the Xbox One? You were able to take your favorite 360 game and play it on the Xbox One. Could you imagine that? Dude, people would run out and buy an Xbox One today, right now, if you did that. Because everybody has at least one 360 game that they love more than all of them. My personal favorite is Infinite Undiscovery. I love that game. It is amazing. Square Enix only put that game on the 360. I love that game, but it's not backwards compatible. I love Tales of Vesperia, the game we saw at E3 that's getting a definitive edition. I love that game. I've even sent Xbox the little backwards compatible thing. I've sent that in several times. Still not backwards compatible, but it's only on the 360. Why wasn't that backwards compatible? Why are a lot of RPGs that are exclusive to the 360 not backwards compatible? Why are a lot of shooters not backwards compatible? Why is it Xbox? Why did you go after Call of Duty for backwards compatibility and nothing else? Why do you have this very controlling mannerism when it comes to backwards compatibility? I've never seen this from any other company. PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2, full backwards compatibility there. I've never seen them say you can't play a game. From the PS2 to the PS3, depending on which PS3 you bought, you might have had it. And that one was kind of pick and choose, but even the PS2 had blue CDs and those broke. So, I mean, it was understandable there, but this makes no sense. Why is it that you've seen other companies successfully incorporate backwards compatibility, and you want to be the company that's you could play but you can't play? Why are you trying to keep the 360 relevant in a market where you need to be focused on the Xbox One? Why is it you have to have people playing on the 360? Why can't you try to get them to the Xbox One? What is the problem? Why are you so anti-gamer about this? At least with the Switch, they have an excuse. They have a reasonable excuse, which is it's not CD-based anymore. It's fucking cart-based. Even the 3DS plays all DS games if you want to do it. I wouldn't recommend it, but it can do it. Even every Game Boy game could be played on Nintendo's next Game Boy, unless it didn't have the slot for the card, and those existed all the way up to the original DS. Meaning you could play the original Nintendo, the Nintendo Game Boy Advance, you could play all those until they took that slot away. But you could still play them. They didn't have a, you can't play that game over there, no, you can only play this game over here. They didn't do that. Why in the fuck have you done this for 2 generations now? At least with the 360 it made sense, because your library was becoming very diverse. It was becoming an actual great looking library. Okay. But this generation, you don't have a great library. You don't have a library that's even amazing at this point to fall back on. Why withhold these titles? Why are you withholding these games? Why are you not making every single game that has only on Xbox written on it backwards compatible? Why is it a thing where I have to wait for that? That don't even make sense. Why is it you're making the original OG Xbox relevant in 2018? What in the fuck is the point? I can't plug in my Halo 2 disc into my Xbox One. I can't take my original Halo disc and plug it into my Xbox One. That's fucking nuts. They're backwards compatible though. The Xbox One's backwards compatible. But I can't play Cold Fear. I can't play Unreal Championship, which, by the way, that game needs to not only be backwards compatible, but the fucking servers need to be turned back on. You know, I can't play Red Dead Revolver. Why? Why can't I play Panzer Dragoon's game? That is exclusive to the Xbox. Why can't I play it on the Xbox One? Why are you doing this? Makes no sense. Nintendo's never done this. Fucking PlayStation only started doing that when they took away the backwards compatible thing. But they took it away completely. Why are you so anti-consumer? It makes no sense. Anyway, you guys, like the video up. Subscribe if you're new. I just wanted to put that out there because that's something that went through my head, and I figured nobody else was going to talk about it. I've never seen anybody talk about the fact that Xbox is picking and choosing what games can be backwards compatible. Also, I've never seen a company like Xbox pick and choose what games should go on Game Pass. Even though they're like, if it's just launching and it's exclusive to us, we'll put it on Game Pass. Okay, why didn't you put Forza 7? Where's Forza Horizon 3? Where's Forza Horizon 2? Where the fuck is Halo Master Chief? We just heard at E3 it's going to Game Pass. Why now? Why? What in the fuck is the point? You're picking and choosing, and you're picking and choosing at the wrong things. You're picking and choosing on the wrong side of things. Game Pass I still don't like, but it could be better if all the first party games were just on there, because it's not that many any fucking way. But I mean, I would like to see Master Chief Collection on there because I actually want to see what it looks like. But again, you're very anti-consumer, you're very anti-gamer with these policies. And it just doesn't make any sense, especially when people are like, oh, they're so pro-gamer. The big parts of this system are very anti-gamer. Very anti-gamer. Hell, this generation started off being anti-gamer, anti-consumer. Seriously. Deuces.